Greetings of the day. In this video, I'm going to cover about 2D list in Python. Why? Because in previous session I was covered about list, and in this session I'm going to discuss about basics. How to read 2D list and how to do. 2D list nothing but uh, you can consider a matrix. Okay, 2 by 2 matrix or 3 by 3 matrix or 4 by 4 as you wish. So basically, how can we perform addition operation, subtraction operation? Okay, initially I'll say how to read, and then after in coming sessions I'll try to explain in much more detailed way. Okay, so as of now, listen. Okay, so how to read a 2D list? I mean 2D list. Nothing but you can consider. See, if the array is in one, only one linear way, you can say that it is an one dimensional and when 1D list. As similarly, when 2 dimensional list means a list inside a list. Okay, we can say nested list. See, generally in C programming, in C programming, I'm just saying I'm typing in here. I'll write the main code in the PyCharm, so don't worry. I'll just discuss here main concept and I'll implement in PyCharm. Okay. See, I got some suggestions and from the previous video. Most of the viewers are and my friends and people who are watching videos. They informed me that they suggested me that you are teaching a topic with an example. Okay, it's fine. From now onwards, they want like what I have to teach the concept and I'll discuss basic problem. Okay, in the next video I'll discuss much more examples on this. Okay, so then you'll get a good clarity. See, most of the people will say concept, but I'm going to say that I'm going to implement how to do, how we can do. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate in a programming way. So as of now, I just discuss only basics. No problem. That you can come back and you can you can practice. Then you won't get any doubt. If you are facing any issues or if you are facing any doubts, you can message me. Okay, I'll take care about. So, so now I'm going to discuss about 2D list. So generally in C programming I'm discussing in C programming. Just as per comparison, while we are learning anything in comparing, then we'll make more or much more easier to understand the concept, present concept. See, generally many people are familiar with C programming or Java. Okay, if you're not familiar also, no problem. We can, I'm discussing just comparing. Okay, so don't worry. I think you'll have a basic idea now. So that reason I'm discussing in such a way. Okay, so for suppose I'm considering matrix. Okay, I'm in declaring a matrix 3 by 3. So 3. Okay, so I was declared. I was initialized. So now I'm going to how I can read the values for loop. Int I is equals to 0. I less than how much? 3 I kept, no? So 3 I plus plus there will be one more curly brace. There will be a nested for loop. Why? Because so when we can say that this is for rows. Okay, see, I'm saying with more clear. I'm with more clear. See, for the first braces for rows, how many rows? Rows are nothing but I can say, see, this is one row. Wait, I'll make here. Okay, I'll make clear. So I'll make you clear. Wait. So the first 3 for rows and the second 3 for columns. Okay, the second 3 for columns. So okay, there is no problem. Right, I'll ignore this guys. Okay, so how I'm saying, see, 3 by 3, no? So the first one is saying for 3 rows. So nothing but this is one row, this is one row, and this is one row. So how many rows are there? So this is one row, the second row, and the third row. Okay. Similarly, how many columns are there? See, this is the first column. Okay, this is the first column, and the beside one is the second column. Okay, this entire part is called second column. See, I'm just moving the cursor. I think you'll get a good clarity. Okay, in coming I'm saying that for the further I'm going to explain with the numbers, then you'll get a good clarity. So generally you are familiar with matrices. No, I'm not teaching about mathematics. If you want, I can teach. Okay, so this is the third row. So generally here index will be start from the 0 onwards. Okay, everywhere is 0 only, but we will learn that 1 1 1 2 1 3, I mean 1 3, this is 2 1. Okay, so we will learn 2 1 2 2 3 3 3 1, I mean 3 1 3 2, I mean sorry hey, 2 3, sorry. Okay, so so see here first, this is the first row, this is the second row, this is the third row. Okay, so see here all our ones are there. No, so all ones, I mean you can see 1 1 2 1 3 1. So these are all our columns. This is first column. So here only two, 1 2 2 2, I mean 1 2 2 2 3 2. This is second column. So coming here, uh, 1 3 2 3 3 3. So this is the third column. Okay, so okay, this is in a general representation. Okay, this is in a general representation, but how we learn here? Okay, so we will consider here 0 1 0 1. Okay, 0 0. We have to do minus 1, 0 0 0 1 0 2. Now here 1 0 1 1 1 2 2 0 2 1 2 2. Okay, I think you got a good clarity. So why? Because in arrays it will start from the 0 onward, so that reason I'm considering 0. Okay, so to understand, so initially you make general matrices, then subtract minus 1 for every field. Okay, so here 1 1, no, remove, I mean remove 1 here and there also 1, so it will become 0 0. Okay, then you will get a good clarity. So generally if you are relating any concept to other concept or generalized concept, then you can remember the concept in for much more longer time. Okay, so don't ever try to by heart the code. Okay, initially while I was learning programming or any language, I used to by heart. I mean, it's a wrong thing. Later on I was understand. So why? Because if we by heart the code for the next, for after few days we may forget it. So if you understand the logic or any concept, if you are relating anything, then you can remember for the longer time. So as of now, I'm just discussing from the scratch onwards, everything, every concept. Okay, okay. So now I'm going to discuss now. Okay, so I'm going to read the next. Int j is equal to 0. So this is for the row, this is for the column. Okay, so j less than 3, j plus plus. I mean scanf. So I'm reading with the name matrix now. So matrix of, so I have to keep I j. Okay, so okay, so now in general in C programming we are going to read a matrix like this. So this is for the 3 rows and 3 columns. The first for loop for the rows, the second for loop for the column. Okay, column value. So don't ever try to by heart. So just understand the logic. Okay, so we will say, so we will say, okay, I will write here. So this is I, this is A, this is I plus 1. Okay, J plus 1. Okay, IJ, I J. So these all elements will be Ij. Just okay. You'll get. I understand. Okay. So initially the I value will be 0. It will go into the loop and reading the first element, and J will be initialized with 0. So 0 0. So it is the first. After completion of 0, and it will be incremented, then 0 1. After completion of 0 1, it will go incremented to 2 0 2. So again it will j will be incremented, it will become 3. Is 3 less than 3? No. So it will terminated and the next loop will be executed. Okay, so now I will be what? It will become 1. So 1 0 1 1 1 2. Similarly 2 0 2 1 2 2. Okay, this is will be the nested loops in C programming. So now I am not teaching in C, no. Okay, we'll discuss. I'm going to discuss about Python. So mx is equals to, I'm declaring as just a normal array. Normal list. Okay, normal list. Okay, how we are going to read. Okay, now I'll read that how many rows and how many columns. No, okay. Generally, I require how many rows I'll need. Why? Because for columns I can give. Uh, okay, you'll get understand. So for rows you have to read. Okay, for 4 rows are there, 5 rows are there. So we have to know. So basically, after knowing the rows, we can read list in a single line. No, generally, how we are going to read a list? Generally, A is equals to list of map of int comma input dot split. Okay, so I'm going to read like this. Okay, so if I know how many rows I'm reading, uh, we can read total no, for suppose 5 rows are there, so it will loop will iterate it for 5 times. So we can insert a set of numbers in one time and one list. So that reason we no need to know column, but they have to follow one rule, that you have to be familiar with how many rows and how many elements you are inserting. For the first row you are inserting 5 elements or 3 elements. For the next row also you have to insert 3 elements, not 4. Then it won't be a matrix. Okay, if you are inserting 3 comma 4, I'll make much more clear. Okay, so this is a matrix. 1 comma 2 comma 3, 3 comma 4 comma 5. 4 comma 5 comma 6. So okay, this is a 3 by 3 matrix. If we are inserting one more number like this is won't be a matrix. Okay, so it is not following any rule. It can be like this 9. So we can say that how many what type of matrix it is. 3 by 4 matrix. Okay, you got a good clarity. I think so. I'm going to say that how we are reading a matrix. See, we can read a matrix in one line. Okay, in one line. So as of now, I'm not going much more complex way. Okay, I'll go within a clarity way. Okay, so okay, this is the example part. Leave it. Okay, for loop. Okay, I'm saying that I'm reading 3 by 3 matrix. So n value is equals to 3 for dash in range of, see there is, I'm not using any index value here, so that reason I'm saying for dash in range of, for dash in range of how many times it has to be iterated? 3 times. Okay, So I'm going to append every time a list mx dot append. So there is a method is there in for list append method. Through append method I am going to appending a list. I mean, see, for the first time I'll append this list. For the second iteration I'll append this list. For the third iteration this list. So I'm going to write the overall the code in one line. Okay, you'll see list of map of int comma input comma dot split. I think overall practice is sufficient. Here it was sufficient. Okay, it will be one more braces. So see, within two lines we are going to read a matrix. Okay, within two lines we are going to read a matrix. So, okay, within two lines. So wait, I'll show in live way. Okay, in live way I'm going to show. Okay. So how many rows I want to read? Okay, I'm declaring n is equals to 3 for manual way. I'm saying matrix mx is equals to, it is an empty list. For range, I mean 3 times. No, okay, I'm writing here. See mx dot append. See map dot int dot input dot split. Print mx. Okay, print mx. Okay, so now I'm going to run the code. Just see. I'm going to keep the current file. See, I'm giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to print. See, as of which I given the diagram before, it will get the same output. Okay. So try to adjust. Okay. See, it was given in a single line. Okay. I can make much more clear. Okay. I'll try to print. See how we got the out. Okay, if you want braces before, I'll give initial before and starting. Don't worry. Okay, so as of now, this is, you can say, what type of matrix it is? 3 by 2 matrix. 3 rows, 2 columns. Okay, 3 rows, 2 columns. So I think you got a good clarity how we can read a matrix. Okay, I'll try to see, this is how we are reading and how we are printing. How we are reading and how we are printing. See, I think you got a good clarity. See, here I am not using the next nested for loop. Okay, so within one line I am reading all the elements. Okay, okay. For this first line, so I am going to read this element for index 0, for index 1 second row, for index 2 this row, third row it will be terminated. So I think there will be one more simple code. I think I was, wait, I'll try to write. I was also not familiar with you. I'll try. See, I'm going to run. We will see. It is working or not. We will check. Okay, I'm not going to printing, no. Okay, I'll print. Once again, I'll write the code. I'm getting output like this. See, once again. Mm, is there any bug? 1 minute. Okay, I think we will check in another possibility. Uh, so we'll keep here as it is. List will be as it is. So I'm going to keep list braces. We will try. See, even I was also, I mean, we know the syntax, but we may forget sometimes. So that reason we will check. Okay, for reading a matrix within a one line. See, we can read matrix in general C programming tradition also, but okay, I'll try. I'll try to explain those. It is also okay. See, we got the output. See, within one line, we are going to read a we are reading a matrix in Python. So in general, in C programming, in Java programming, we will have nested loop, nested loop. Okay, so don't worry. It is simple syntax. See how the I mean, general list will be. So within the square brackets, in the square bracket, I am writing that first list. So how we know this list, and in the bracket map of int comma input of split, then followed by what we are writing for dash in range of n. So with we are, by this we are going to read the matrix. By this we are going to read the matrix. Okay. If you want, I can make much more familiar in general traditional way. Rum is equals to 3. Uh, I'll comment this. I'm just declaring mx is equals to empty for I in range of for this rows. So I'm going to read the input and I'll append into the matrix. Okay. I'm just saying r is equals to uh, we'll see. I'm just I'm just declaring it r is a normal normal matrix. We'll check. So I'm just following the traditional approach. R dot append I. So mx dot append n not. I'll try to append r. So it is possible. It is possible or not. We are going to check. Okay. Sorry, I'm not printing the matrices. Okay, I'm going to run the code. Okay, I'm getting like this. I didn't give anything. No. Okay. See. So I'm not reading any input. No, I'll write. Yeah. 1 enter, 2 enter, 3 enter, 4 enter, 5 enter, 6 enter. There will be 7 enter, 8 will be enter, 9 will be enter. See why are getting like this. See how we can overcome. We can overcome. Uh, I can make r dot clear. We can overcome like this. Okay. So what was happening? I'll make much more clear. 2, 3. So this is the first row, and the second row I'm giving 4, 5, 6. This is the second row. The third row will be 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3. I mean 1, 2, 3 is the first row. 4, 5, 6 is the second row. 7, 8, 9 is the third row. So I'm going to press enter. I am going to get array. Why am I going to get like this? Append mx dot append r. See, I'm getting empty list. Why I'm getting like this? We have to trace the program. See, I was also encountering errors. Maybe so I'm just reading r dot append int of input. I'm going to every time reading element and appending into the r. After appending, I'm appending into the mx. So it has to be in perfect. No, why? See, anyone can trace the program. We can trace. Okay, we'll try in another way. I declared like this now. So I'll remove like this. I'll declare here every time an empty list. Better to remove the clear method. We will try in this way. Okay. So one, I'll click enter. 3, 4, 5, 6. How many rows? 2 rows. Now the third row we are going to print. Writing 7, 8, 9. So if I click enter, see, we got the output. So what I did, I'm not using any clear method. Why? Because it was clearing the entire list. So better use an empty list. Why? Because for general tradition iteration, I was following mx.append int of input of like this. Okay. So you got a good clarity. Why? Because I'm considering a list, empty list in the inside a loop. I'm just appending every element. First row 1, 2, 3. After reading all this element into the R, I'm going to append into the MX list. Okay. After appending into the MX list, again it will go to the next iteration. No. So the R will be again it will be empty. So it will be start from the for the second row it will start inserting a mu values. So then followed by 4, 5, 6 it will be inserted and it will be appended into the main matrix. Again the R will be cleared. Okay. So similarly this is the basic flow. Okay. So this is the basic flow. We can read a matrix like this. Say I'm going to. So this is the first matrix, no? Better. So you understand how we can write a matrix in much more simple. So as of now, this is a lengthy. This is becoming a lengthy video. I'm going to cover addition and subtraction, and I discuss what is the 2D list. So there will be a nested list inside of a list. Okay. So now I'm going to discuss about addition of matrix. So try to cooperate and see. I'll go with the one line code to make much more clear. So you understand the basic flow, no? Okay. So this is mx1 nothing but matrix 1. Okay. So I'll declare mx2. mx2 nothing but matrix 2. So for both I am considering 3 rows only. So I'll keep here n. Okay. So now I have to add every element. Add every element. Add every element. Okay. So for I in range of n, so this is a 3 by 3 matrix. No, for j in range of n, j in range of n. Okay, I'm not going to append like this. Say why? Because I'll make an empty previous example as okay empty. So r dot append mx1 and mx2 ij. So after completion of this, I'm going to append r. Okay. So this is the addition of the matrix. See what we are here doing. So mx of ij plus mx2 of ij. So for the first iteration 0 0 0 0 of matrix 1 and 0 0 of matrix 2. So what are the elements are present in this will be added and will be appended to R. It will how it will happen, enter row, this row and this row. Okay, so after completion of this and it will be appended into the main matrix. So overall it will appended into the main matrix. After completion of this it will be printed. Okay, we are going to check. I am going to run the browser. Then we go in the same flow. I'll give 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1. See, we got the same output 4 4 4 4 4. Okay, so generally you can try to work on the paper. Wanted like I given like this, so you got a good clarity. 1 plus 1 1 2 3 3 2 1. If you are adding it, what we are going to get the output? So 4 4 4. Okay, so this is the main theme I want to discuss with you. So this is the addition of the matrix. If we are keeping here minus, so it will be a subtraction of the matrix. Okay, we say we are I'm going to execute now. One two three, 1 2 3. So this is the first matrix. I'm going to the second matrix. So we can customize, but as of now I don't want to make much more differ you. We can keep print statement for before the starting of the first matrix and after completion of the first matrix, then enter the second matrix. So you was familiar with. If you want, I'll make much more clear. So as of now it was sufficient. I was going in a simple way. 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1. So I think what we get the output, I too don't know. We'll check. Even I also don't know. See, there will be minus 2 0 2. I think this is the output. Yes, we got the output. Minus 2 0 2. Minus 2 0 2. Minus 2 0 2. So this is the overall flow. And one more condition I was forgot to say. So this condition was if we are performing any matrix, I'm just going with the example. So consider this is a matrix 1 comma 2 comma 3, 1 comma 2 comma 3, 1 comma 2 comma 3. This is what? This is an 3 by 3 matrix. So if you are performing anything, this is the 3 by 3 matrix. Nothing but 3 rows, 3 rows, 3 columns. So if you want to perform any operation with the other matrix, this is the matrix 1, no? If you want perform any other matrix, so here ending what it is 3. So it should be starting of I'm saying this is what I'm saying, rows and columns. Okay, rows and columns. The first 3 for rows, the second 3 for columns. So the first matrix columns must be equal to the second matrix for rows. If both are equal, then we can do any addition or subtraction or any multiplication. We can do any performance. We can perform any operation on it. See, as of now I discuss addition and subtraction. In coming session I am going to discuss about matrix multiplication. So so what I said for the second matrix, rows, columns. So I said that first matrix columns must be equal to the second matrix rows. Then only we can perform any kind of operation. This is the main basic rule. Okay, most of the people won't say this rule, but I was saying and I mean informing. So this is generally will be appearing in the mathematics. So as of now, this is the overall flow of, I mean, I just discussed only list addition and subtraction of the matrices. So in coming session, I'll try to cover matrix multiplication. It is a complex one. So it is very simple in C and Java, but in Python we have to discuss much more deeper. So people won't get understand. They have to be have prior knowledge in matrix multiplication. Then only in programming terminology they'll have a good clarity. So this is the overall flow of matrix. I mean, 2D list nothing but matrix. Okay. So how we are going to read a list and a nested list. So this is the overall flow. I think you have a good clarity. Thank you. Have a nice day.